Hey guys, and welcome to episode 9 of Football Manager 2014 with Aston Villa. And today is the final day of the season 2 with Villa. Unfortunately, again, it's a bit of a dead rubber, but we're going to go in with our heads held high. It's been a much better season than last year, even though probably the difference in position isn't going to be that much. It's just been a much better season. Now, I'm going to update you since you last saw us. Last saw us was the abominable 1-0 defeat to Ipswich um, in the FA Cup. No real comment on that one. We then lost to West Ham away from home 2-1. Libor Kozak with our only goal. Not great though. Then finally turned it around though. This is where it became good. We beat Reading 3-0 at home. Joe Ledley picked up an injury, but Christian Benteke with 2 and Andy Vyman with 1 getting goals. Then travelled to Southampton, to St Mary's, and picked up a 3-1 win. Ashley Westwood picking up a red card as well. Benteke with 2 and Wyman with 1 once again. We then played Swansea at home and thrashed them 4-0. 2 for Benteke, 1 for Delph, 1 for Hughes. Jordan Graham with a knock. Drew 0-0 with Man U, which was a great result. Ante Rebic with a knock. Turned it around away at Stoke. Away at Stoke is usually an extremely hard place to go on Football Manager. We were 1-0 down after around an hour, but Joe Ledley and Jordan Graham, scoring his first of the season, gave us the turnaround victory. Then lost disappointingly 1-0 to Everton with a late goal. Coquelin with an injury. It was Adam Johnson, the 88th minute, getting that goal. And we then beat Arsenal 2-0 at home. Andy Vyman and Christian Benteke with goals. Fantastic win. We were 2-0 down away at Fulham after around 50 minutes and turned it around. Christian Benteke from the penalty spot and Andy Vyman again scoring. Then we drew 0-0 with West Brom in the latest game. It's actually pretty good considering West Brom have had a fantastic season. Just leave us in 10th spot going into the last game. And we're going to finish 10th. We can't be overtaken, but we can't overtake. So that's a bit of a shame. But as you can see here, the West Brom in 5th place. They've had a stunning season. Everton in 4th as well. Fair play. Blackburn in 7th, also a surprise. The real surprise to me, though, Southampton relegated. Southampton, like, look at their squad. If we actually go into it, they haven't lost anybody. Luke Shaw, Ward-Prowse, Wanyama, Ramirez. They brought in Romeu, Lovren, Cork, Lallana. They've an excellent team, and yet they've gone down. I couldn't believe it when I saw how bad they were doing. Hull and Ipswich have already gone down with them, so nothing going on down there. Chelsea have won the league once more, which is a bit of a sickener. Them and Man U streets out of 3rd place. Man U 17 points ahead of Man City, and it's 2nd and 3rd there. Have a look here. Benteke 3rd in the player stats. Top goals, which is great to see. I'm going to take you over the stats now, because it's a bit of a season review video as well, this one. So top appearance maker Sergio Romero, 42 games. He's played a lot of games. He's been okay as well. Goals wise, Benteke with 18. Hughes with 5. He's out injured as well. Libor Kozak with 4. Vyman with 4. He's been very good lately. Andy Vyman, he's really picked up his game. Probably trying to convince me not to sell him in the summer, because I was thinking about it. I mightn't now though, because he's been very good lately. In terms of assists, Ante Rebic leads that with 7. Will Hughes got 4. Benteke 4. Robertson 3. And top average rating is Ron Vlaar, 7.35. He's been excellent. Ron, even though he's 30 years old now, his stats are kind of on the down. Still an excellent player. Fabian Delph's been quite good when called upon. Matt Loughton's been good. Robertson's been good. And of course Benteke's been good because he scored 18. Although signing of the season, I have to say, I think has been Francis Coquelin. I've been really impressed by Coquelin. 33 appearances, 1 assist, 7.01 rating. He's now a 4-star player. He's our best defensive midfielder and our 3rd best midfielder in general. But, like, I've rated him ahead of Joe Ledley this year. and we sold him for we bought him for absolute pittance as well. It was like 1 million or something, 1.3 maybe. Yeah, 1.3 it was. But I think that was an excellent deal for ourselves. Anyway, we do go into today's game away at Newcastle, who have nothing to play for either. Yeah, they're in 14th. Oh, whoopsie. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Team news, 4 players out injured for Newcastle and Bojan is doubtful for ourselves. Jordan Graham's away on international duty. It's a shame. Jack Grealish is out and Will Hughes is out. Which is a real shame because Will Hughes got injured and I put in Grealish thinking, isn't this great? He can play the last couple of games. He got an assist in his first game in the team and then got injured, which is a real shame. Anyway, we will advance into today's game, and because of the injuries, we've had to revert back to a 4-4-2. I will be putting it back to a 4-4-1-1 next season, I think, because the 4-4-1-1 on the whole did really work well for us. So in goal is Romero, back four Robertson, Villar, Okore and Loughton. Bacuna, Westwood, Ledley and Rebic, and Vyman and Benteke up front. I'm actually thinking I'll put in Coquelin instead of Westwood. In terms of youngsters, though, because they're the 2 youngsters I'm really trying to integrate, Graham and Grealish. So unless we give maybe a couple of guys from the under-18s a go today, put them on the bench. And Kim Stokes, yeah, somebody like him. He's one of our bright young prospects. He's not very good at the moment. Liam Lewis is out on loan. That's the reason why we can't bring him up. I'll put Stokes on the bench ahead of Kakuta. And we might look into bringing him on at some stage, as we'll probably have to give him a number, yes, 26 for Kim. They're playing a 4-2-3-1. They've underperformed this season, I would have thought. Pretty good team talk. We'll head into the game now. Last game of the season. We'll get things underway here at St James's Park. It's Trippier, finds Anita. Trippier now. Ben Arfa inside to Sissoko. No, we can to win it. It's Anita, but that's a poor ball. And Romero's got it now. And he loses. Oh, God, Romero's kicking. What is that, Romero? I have to say, we're lucky there because he's twice fluffed up his kick there. Anyway, Wyman's in behind, and Andy Wyman scores. That's a very good goal. So Romero gets away with 2 shabby kicks. Bacuna puts one in behind Wyman with a good touch, taking him away from the defender and slotting it past the on-rushing Tim Krul to give us an early lead, which is great. And Villar now, back to Romero. God, not another dodgy kick. That one actually wasn't that bad, but Vyman doesn't win it in the air, which is understandable. Benteke does win that in the air. Vyman's in behind, and he really should have done much better this time round. Nearly an easier chance than the one he got earlier, but he couldn't. He couldn't put it in, which is a shame. He couldn't really get it out of his feet to get a shot on, really. But apart from those 2 chances, it's been a fairly laboured first half. So we head into half time, 1-0 up. I think it's a very, very good performance so far away from home to Newcastle. I think that's perfectly good performance so far. Here's Ledley now finds Rebic on this left-hand side, but he gets dispossessed. Ben Arfa now finds Remy. Maybe a chance for Newcastle immediately, but Remy loses it. Villar's been totally dominant in the air, which has been good. He's been very good today. We're going to make some substitute. Oh, no. They've got a chance. Noble. Cisse scores. Oh, for God's sake, it's another own goal. Like, that just doesn't happen in real life. They don't just head the ball towards their own goal. Anyway, that kind of has aggravated me, but... hate this sometimes. Kuna, up there. There you go. Himself, which does he prefer? He prefers playing up front. So what we're going to do is bring him on for Bacuna and put him up front, Vyman on the wing, and we'll put him as an advanced forward. We'll switch this up to attacking. We've nothing to lose today. We're going to finish 10th no matter what, so And Bakuna there with a shabby own goal. It's a shame. See Vyman there going out to the right hand side now. Kim Stokes comes on for the first time in Premier League football. He makes an appearance. And 3 minutes of additional time now. And it looks like it's going to be a draw to finish the season here. It's been a pretty decent game, actually. Yeah, there it is. A thrilling second half. I think that might be a bit much. I'm just going to say we were unlucky today, because we were. We were ahead for a large portion of that game. And we were pretty much dominated, so it was a pretty good performance. And that does wrap up the season. We end the season with 3 draws in a row. But we end the season on a positive note. Like, apart from the Everton defeat, which was unlucky, that was pretty good. We finished in 10th on 50 points exactly, 10 points off Europe. And you gotta look at this stage. This was the stage that did it, really. Kind of that stage picked up only 1 Premier League win. It's around 15 draws in there. Well, that was what went wrong. We only lost 10 games. That wasn't too bad. We drew 17 though. Bloody hell. That isn't too good. So that is that for this episode, really. That's going to be that. Financially, we're doing quite well, actually. So I'm hoping we can get a bit of a budget this season to maybe spend a bit of cash and maybe improve the team. I do have certain positions where I would like improving. And I'll see you guys back. It will be the first match of the next season. The first Premier League match of the next season will be episode 10. So I'll see you guys there, guys. Yeah, I'll catch you later.